Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's Drake. I hope you're having a great day. I've been doing something every day for the last 4 years, and it's made a huge impact on my life, and I want to share what that is with you. In our world, we have so many good things going on around us, everything from our basic needs being met to a lot of us being in pretty good situations, good jobs, and I think it's easy to find ourselves in a place where we're not the happiest and necessarily appreciating what's going on around us. And there's an exercise that can bring us back into a place of joy with what we have instead of like longing after what we're going for. Not that that longing's bad. I'm all for goals, all for improvement, but to at least be grateful for where we're at so we can move confidently to that place. And the practice I'm talking about and that we're talking about today is gratitude journaling. I call mine positivity journal. You can call it a diary. It doesn't matter what it is. So for me, it's been a practice that I started when I was in my undergraduate. I was carrying around a notebook with me. It was just an assignment notebook for my projects, and I had been procrastinating something. Not that that ever happens, and I was just really proud that I took care of something, and so I was like, I really want to remember this. And so I wrote that thing down, and then it just kind of snowballed, and I started writing down 3 good things that happened a day, and then the 3 turned into 5, into 10, and I have like an artistic side to me, so I started doing like a little doodle or a little sketch, and it's just helped me so much, because throughout the day it's easy to go through it, and when the good things happen, to just forget about them. We have so many other things occupying our minds and our hearts that it's easy to lose track of them. And so this concretely puts them in there. And so let's say I'm having a bad day, right? I can look and I can say, you know what? If I've been writing one thing down every day that's been good, just one, right? Just takes, maybe 30 seconds. I can look and I can say, you know what? Yeah, it's been a hard day, but there's been 30 good things that have happened this month, at least, that I can remember and I can point to and say, yeah, these were good. And if I've been writing down 10 good things a day, then I have over 3,600 good things by the end of the year. And I can say, yeah, I know it was a rough year, but like, look at all these good things. Look at all these blessings. If you're a person of faith, all the ways that God has like worked through my life and in this year, how cool is that? And so there's a lot of ways to go about it. For me personally, here are a few things that worked really well. It's certainly not the only way to do it. I've heard some really cool ways that other people have done them, and people even more artistic than myself that have really taken off with it. So for me, it's been being consistent. Consistency is key. Having a specific time and place. In undergrad, it was in school before class got started, taking those 2-3 minutes or a lull during class. And then at the end of the day, having a backup time. So that if that first time didn't work, the second time, I'm like, man, it's 15 minutes before bed. I got this out on my desk, or I set it on my bed. So I have to move it out of the way and be like, all right, did you do it? Did you take care of this? Because if not, I mean, you probably should. And so it was a way of accountability, and in the morning, and not making it into a chore, because it can feel legalistic. It can feel like something I just gotta do. It's another thing to check off. And it's important that we feel what we're writing down, that we go, you know what, that was a really good interaction, that was a really good trip, that was whatever. And it just reminds me in the daily life, like, yeah, there's those times I'm literally having mountaintop experiences, and that's fantastic, and I'm all for that. But there's a lot of times in everyday life that I don't want to just be living for the weekend, and so it helps me look and be like, that person was really kind over there. They just left a note and a cookie for them, and oh, that was really sweet. Or that person held the door open. And it trains my mind to look and say, that was a really good interaction, or this was a really good day, or man, I really learned something good in class, or at work, this good thing happened. And it just gets me to focus on the good things, because it's so natural and easy to focus on the bad. And so for me, having that consistency, having it be easy, if it's easier to have a digital copy in Evernote or Word or Google Docs or whatever, just something. I've heard of people being able to put like pictures in there. I know on like some of my past years, I've put on like different stickers and badges and things like that. That can be really effective. I've also put on a whole bunch of different colors in mine. So like the orange things might be for the really good things, because I like orange. The blue things might be the people I interacted with, the green, the locations, and it just adds depth. And so when I glance back at it, I can just look at one thing and be like, oh yeah, I got a chance to go to that waterfall or that mall, or I got to see my sister or whatever. It makes organization easier. And the other thing is really cool is, I mentioned the sketch or the doodle or whatever. That can trigger my memory, even if it's just, something I slapped on there, that I can look and be like, oh yeah, that's Sporky, right? That's from Toy Story 4. That was cool. That was a while ago, but like I can remember, and that's the month that happened. Maybe I got to go to this amusement park or whatever. And it's not just I went on this trip, but what was that like? And you can look back a year or two in your past and say, oh, yeah, that's kind of what that season was like. And, this is why those things were good. And be able to look and analyze that area and say, let's get back to that place. Let's incorporate these good things. So that's really effective. Along the side, I also put in quotes. And so whether it's from a professor, a mentor, a friend, I've been able to look at the side and just jot down something good that's going on. A scripture, Bible verse that's really helped me get through whatever time. It's perspective giving. It gives a lot of strength and comfort. So just one of the ways that you can approach this. I hope it gives you some encouragement and just some ideas on how you might incorporate it.